Ooh!
Okay.
Sub-Zero.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, that's how he
They
loses
do it
his
like
arm?
that?
That's crazy.
Okay!
Wow.
Welcome back to another edition of Nerds on the Block. Today, we're going to be talking
Mortal Kombat!
the trailer that just dropped.
What?
Eat that!
Are you stupid, Scorpion? Get out of here.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What was
What the
that?
hell did I just watch?
I can't even... like, that's insane. Like, yeah, no, Mortal Kombat,
No,
like...
anybody that denied this guy, anybody that hated on this movie does not deserve to watch this. I'll say that
straight up.
I'll boldly say that. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, no, the
first
director-
first time, big project. I forget the guy's name, but kudos to that guy. Honestly, like kudos to him.
Yeah,
First
like,
time.
He knocked it out of the
Proven
park, man.
himself.
He knocked it out
And
of the park.
he shut everybody up, in my opinion. Shut
Yeah.
everybody up. Everybody that was worried or scared or whatever, he brought it. He
Yeah,
brought
I
it.
can't see, like, regardless, like, if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat or if you're not, you watch this trailer, how does this not get you excited? You know? Like, this, what?
They
Like,
did everything. They literally did everything that I was hoping that they would put in the movie. This trailer, basically, I don't need to watch anything else. I'm like, this is all I need to see. And I'm already impressed. I'm already like 100. April can't come fast enough. It can't. It can't. I'm so ready for this.
Yeah, April 16th, we don't even
Oh
have a
my
long wait.
gosh.
Like, this is absolutely insane.
This is
But
worth every penny.
They-
So it looks like Sub-Zero's like some kind of villain. Like he's like full out villain. And it seems like Scorpion is more the anti-hero, if that makes sense. Like it seems like Sub-Zero's like full out villain. Like he's just fucking up everybody. Like
Lin Kuei
we
or-
jump straight into it and he's basically ripping. He froze. I was always wondering, is like, what are they gonna do with Jack's arms?
like, is-
And usually it's Goro or you know, in the original movie he just put the cybernetics on his arms and that was
Kombat
it.
Annihilation.
And then in the games it was Ermac.
No,
I
think maybe.
was not expecting it to be Sub-Zero, to be the guy that broke his arms off. Was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, like, he definitely has that, like, evil, like, moniker in this trailer, and I'm really liking what they're doing with him. Like, I think this is my favorite interpretation of the character. Like, he just looks like he's not playing around.
Nah, he's
with
not playing
anybody.
anybody's games. He's coming to fuck everybody's wife in this movie.
Yeah, like, just look how he's looking at Jax here. Like,
yeah,
he
they picked the
just-
perfect guy to play that character.
Yeah.
They picked the perfect guy to play that character.
Even how he sounds, like, his approach to the character, like, it feels like the character he is and what he is as an actor, he's like, I love Sub-Zero. I'm going to put on a show. Like, it looks
Yeah.
like the other Sub-Zeros that we see in the other two previous films, they were good in their own right, but I feel like they were
But he
more
always takes a
driven
back
by-
seat.
Yeah.
He always takes a backseat to Scorpion, which, you know, in this movie it seems like it's the complete opposite, or at
Yeah.
least they're neck and neck. But he
Yeah.
definitely seems like he's gonna be a villain in this, like 100%.
Yeah.
100% for sure.
But, like, for me, it's like, yeah, Scorpion looks amazing. We'll get to that point later, but just, I feel like Sub-Zero has, like, the biggest takeaway from this trailer. It's him, and we'll get into other things, but I feel
It looks like he's gonna be Snoop Cybot too, because I remember seeing a scene where he is coming out of this like smoky black, I don't know, smoky black mist or something like that. It was somewhere in the trailer where he does that, and yeah, that was very interesting to me. So maybe he does at some point die and then maybe come back and he's new Cybot, because I wouldn't be too surprised anyway.
They're kind of shaping it in such a way that, like, you may not even like Sub-Zero. It's like, as fans of Mortal Kombat, you'd be like, yes, Sub-Zero, yes. But maybe some people that don't know Mortal Kombat, they're like, oh, this guy's so evil, like, he deserves to get bodied.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know.
I mean, he was a villain in the original movie, so it's not far off from what
Yeah.
they did originally anyway. But obviously, this is a lot more detailed as opposed to what was done in the original movie.
Yeah, I'm liking that. And another thing, one of my worries for the Mortal Kombat movie was the inclusion of Cole.
Cole,
Like, in
yeah.
this trailer alone, it doesn't look like he's the focus of this film.
He's
a new
like
character.
he's gonna be a new character. He's part of the team.
Yeah.
Again, there's always the chance that he might have his moment where he's like, you know, oh, I'm the saving grace of the whole squad that I'm working for, and
Yeah.
he takes, you know, Liu Kang and Kung Lao kind of take a backseat to this guy. Hopefully that's not the case for obvious reasons.
Because, like, you
Yeah.
see that one part in the trailer where they're like, these are the Earthrealm's fighters. And, like, they highlight 5 characters. They highlight Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Jax, Sonya, and Kano.
And surprisingly, Kano,
but never mention of Cole as one of those included. But I do think Cole will have a segment or sections of this film. Like, it looks like he fights Goro in that one part of the trailer. But it's like
they gotta introduce him, so he's definitely gonna get the spotlight. You know,
at
probably
times.
at times,
Yeah.
probably, hopefully not more than I feel like the character deserves, just because he's a new character. I feel like he still needs to, you know, kind of take a back seat to the legacy characters, in my opinion. But you know,
absolutely,
it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I think like they have to have somewhat of a balancing act when they're using this character, because he's new. You want to give him some limelight. You want to give him some time on screen to be introduced to people of Mortal Kombat, especially even like hardcore fans of Mortal Kombat, because he's still new to us, right? So it's new for everyone watching this film, this character. But we still don't want him to take up time. Yeah. Liu Kang could be doing some Shaolin monks with Kung Lao, things like that. Like,
because people are gonna call that out right away. It's like, okay, this guy's cool, but I want to see my characters. I want to see the characters that I grew up playing with in the video games. I could care less about, especially considering the fact that Johnny Cage probably might not even be in this movie. If they surprise us with Johnny Cage, then, you know, praise this guy. But like,
he knows what he's doing. Yeah.
Like, I was even surprised that Goro was in this. I was not expecting to see Goro.
Wow, I know.
And Goro looks good.
What's going on, right? This is actually...
What the fuck? No! Goro's in it too?
Yeah, like way better than the original version. Again, we know that's based off time and like what resources they had back then.
And they did
like,
good.
Goro looks like straight, like he got stripped from the video games into this film. It's like that's how you want these characters to look. Like Sub-Zero, like every character design, they had the teasers like leading up to this trailer, and everyone just looks on point, man. Seeing them in trailers, seeing them in action, it's like, I'm sold, buddy. I'm sold. But Goro was a nice surprise.
Goro looks clean as hell.
Well, I think that's
Cole, I feel like that's Cole. That's probably his power.
That's what I was saying.
That's probably his power. He probably gets like...
I think like he hardens his skin or something?
Yeah, some kind of armored technique.
Very interesting power if he's a new character. Maybe, you know, Ed Boon was like, gave them the green light to do that. He looks like if you get one punch, not even all hands, just one hand on your dome, you're dead. Like, that Goro looks no joke.
Yeah. The fact that this guy's in it and then Johnny Cage is not in it, and then they're highlighting this guy like crazy, is like, oh man.
The one thing I'm like, I feel like there's hope for maybe Johnny Cage to be included maybe in a sequel, is because his character doesn't have the same backstory. He's not an actor
if they do
or
add
anything
him,
like that. Like Johnny Cage can still be included in a sequel, hopefully, and maybe this is just like the way how they tie in that Johnny Cage won't die in this version of the Mortal Kombat universe. And that's really cool, like if they want to do that, because like again, how he dies in Annihilation is just bull. Like that actor like was on set for like maybe 5 minutes.
This guy was
all right, you're out.
Yeah, basically. And it seems like the Netherrealm, or just like the Mortal Kombat tournament in general, is being held on Earth, because obviously Shang Tsung wants to take over Earth. So it's taking place on Earth, and I'm assuming the realms are kind of converging onto Earth. That's what I'm gonna safely assume.
Yeah, that's plausible. I think when they show like the Shao Kahn statue, they are referencing Outworld.
They might go. They probably will go to other places.
Yeah, I think they'll show them. But like what Shamar is trying to say is like the movie in bulk will be predicated and set on Earth.
On Earth, which and then everything, and then the realms are kind of converging with each other, or you know, because
Raiden's coming down, lightning. It's like, yo, what's up, Warriors?
Yeah, everybody's just like seems to be fighting on Earth.
Yeah.
You know, Sub-Zero, like what motive does he have to just randomly be in Earth Realm? You know, the way they start the trailer, they say like it was in Brazil. It was Sonya and Jax were in Brazil, and then they just came across this guy and he murked their whole team.
Like their whole team.
So I'm gonna safely assume that Sub-Zero is obviously not there because he's like, oh, I just feel like going to Earth Realm so I can fuck up some people.
Like my big thing I definitely want to address right now is that Kano is definitely like a villain character, but right now he's being hailed as one of the heroes,
which is interesting.
Which is very interesting. But like my biggest thing, like if you watch our previous video on when we did the Mortal Kombat first look, we talked about we think Kano could be potentially someone that backstabs some of the Earth fighters. So I think like that's how Cole maybe is intertwined in this story. Actually, I think Kano is going to do something in this film, and then they're gonna rely on Cole to like take his place, and then those will be the Earthrealm fighters at the end of the film.
I think either A, he's gonna be good, and then he gets maybe an offer or or something, and then he's like, you know what? I feel like being a bad guy now.
Yeah.
Or
he gets some.
Or he was a double agent from the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's just waiting for his moment to kind of like backstab them. So we'll see.
I'm leaning more towards what you just said there. I think he's a double agent. He has his own agenda, and like I'm glad that he has the mechanical eye. That's another thing people were about in the first look. They're like, oh, he has 2 human eyes and he has a scar. What's this? Like, yeah, no, they're doing everything, man.
Oh my
like
gosh.
even Scorpion, like the Scorpion, the fact that he has like the rope, like that's the original Scorpion, by the way. Like he didn't have it come out of his like wrist like in the original Mortal Kombat. It was like the mechanical
like
snake or whatever. Yeah, no, it's like that's not how it's done, man. Like it's a rope. It's like a mechanism.
Yeah.
You know?
So no, the fight scenes, the gore, like everything's there. Like they weren't kidding.
Oh, yeah,
they
that's
were
another
not kidding.
thing. R-rated.
Not kidding.
There's no other way to do Mortal Kombat. There's no other way. Like some of these screenshots here, we're seeing Scorpion and he just looks magnificent. Like the fire engulfing around him.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me, man?
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? Hellfire?
Yeah.
Come on.
He's busting him and Sub-Zero busting all kinds of ass in this trailer, and I love it. And
I love it.
They're definitely gonna take center stage. I feel like more so than the other characters.
They're Ed Boon's babies, man. Every time he does a Mortal Kombat reveal for any of his games, who starts it?
They're
always Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
They're definitely gonna take center stage. I'm curious to see how they're gonna go about it. Scorpion is more in the anti-hero good guy territory. Sub-Zero just seems straight out like like I'm a villain. That's it. That's all. But who knows? Hopefully, if this gets a sequel, we get to see Sub-Zero's brother, and then obviously there's going to be that dynamic there too.
Like that's my takeaway from this. Like maybe something has happened to him. Maybe he's like retired. Maybe he's been away from fighting for quite some time, and he's just been like in his little dojo. And people are like, the tournament's about to begin. Let's take out one of the biggest threats, Scorpion. And then you see him bodying 3 people at his crib. Like, you can't stop me, bro.
I think he's definitely going to get killed.
Oh, shit.
Either in flashback or they might do like a present day, like he gets killed present day, comes back maybe X amount of time later, and then obviously we get the full version of Scorpion.
Yeah. I thought you meant like when he's in this form, he dies in the film. But like, I think definitely they should allude to his past because that's again, it's the merits of his character. By the way, actually,
no, Reptile's definitely in this. There's a scene where you see a character like.
Wait, do you think that's his like animality?
That could be his like reptile form, but there's definitely a scene where you see him like his leg, and he has like he comes out of his invisibility. Liu Kang and Raiden and Kung Lao.
Oh, those are the boys, bro.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
are the boys, and Liu Kang looks
clean. Gosh. These guys all look clean.
Yeah,
they all look clean. They all look like they've done the characters justice. They're gonna be put in some serious work. Liu Kang's busting off the fire dragon. He's wearing different outfits too, akin to like things that he's worn in the game. Shang Tsung looks wicked as hell.
Yeah, that's another thing. Shang Tsung is really
he looks wicked as hell.
Really big, man. The special effects, man. Yeah, no, for sure. Story definitely, but the special effects,
they came correct with this, and they played the original theme song, obviously in their own unique way. Yeah. But the fact that they're playing it, that's all I needed.
Yeah, they referenced it, man.
And you never know; they might remix it in other ways throughout the movie too.
Yeah. And I'm sure this movie is gonna have its own soundtrack and maybe tracks that like you can remember, like even back in the day, like the reptile theme is definitely prevalent. People still remember that to this day. So like I hope that they have maybe some remasters, some remixes that we have to look forward to in life.
Hopefully we get a little flashback to the original Kung Lao, because they do show a picture of him in the trailer. The people that may be living under a rock, a little idea of like how it all started.
And even showing like how Goro, like all that stuff, like the whole back story of all of that and taking out Kung Lao and all that stuff. I feel like it looks like there's love, care put into this film. It's not like, okay, let's make money. Because that's what Hollywood likes to do sometimes.
especially with game movies.
Especially with video game movies.
But I feel like this is going to be the video game movie that finally
breaks that mold.
And sets that bar where it's like, you guys can't make shit game movies anymore. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done with this movie. Ultimately, I believe. Anybody that doubted this movie, you better start believing.
You better start, because this movie is going to rock your life. Those were our impressions of the Mortal Kombat trailer that just dropped. Let us know what you thought about the trailer, and if you want to see how we felt about the new Mortal Kombat movie, we have a video on our channel that you can check out. Again, like this video, it helps us reach a new audience on YouTube. and we'll see you next time.
Yo, you still here, dog? Yo, subscribe to the channel, bro. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay locked on all of our content when it drops.
What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, bro.
Got balk tees on.
Seriously, like it's so easy, bro. Just click the button, bro.